management, if anything, you have to actually be someone to stand up for people like yourself. And the first step is getting your voice out and making a change, and it starts with you. So she's like, I'll do it. So she did that, and then senior ops, like, we're talking about over our manager. I was like, hey, I'll give you my info or whatever. Let's work on this together.
Thank you for the 420 donation to the Trevor Project. That's awesome. Lindsay Blowham, seriously, thank you. You just helped an individual person of questioning stature. Like, it's good stuff, man. I appreciate it. It's a great donation amount too, 420.
I love it. It's not quite April yet, but acceptable.
More donations like this. For those of you that want to understand what that is, I run a charity campaign all year long, all the way up till about the end of November, and then I focus on subs in December. So, but all of that goes to the Trevor Project, and I actually have a bang command for that. Let me hit that bang command. It's just TREVOR, which we will play again during the podcast.
The Trevor Project is the leading organization working to end LGBTQ youth suicide in the US and beyond. The non-profit operates several programs to help prevent
You'll have to forgive me. I was looking for show topics,
LGBTQ youth suicide, including 24/7 free crisis services, research, advocacy, education, and peer support.
Thank you, Ping. You'll hear that again once the podcast starts. That's fine.
Yeah, it doesn't even have to be the subjects that we come up with either. Like, if you saw something all week and you're like, I want to talk shit or I want to bring this up, do it.
Yeah, it's a lot less structured now than it was 2 years ago. No, a year ago. I can't remember. How long have we been doing this? We crossed a little over a year. I think I started this in June, so we're approaching 2 years.
I mean, to be fair, it was around the time that I started dating Amy.
Oh yeah,
officially.
And so we had the questioning Boom Body whether he was going to show up or not. Everybody else.
Chris said, "I got this."
Yeah, pretty much. We had a.
I'm support. Hi guys. I'm helping.
Lindsay Blowham on high as giraffe. Oh my god.
Lindsay Blowham. Lindsay Blowham is my brother, so.
No, but I tell people, I'm like, it's there for a reason. There's different ways that you can get your voice out. You're more than just a number. It's like, if you're having difficulties or if you're having, frustrations about the job, talk to the manager. And one person was like, you're just a tier 1. What does any of the higher ups actually want anything to do with you? I'm like, because they like having feedback from us.
You don't know me very well, do you?
The thing is, I've juggled 2 jobs. On half of the week I was doing auto parts, so I had direct communication almost every day with a manager. And it was always, we would talk about World of Warcraft because he was a nerd. He's like, oh, tell me about Season of Discovery. I'm like, how long have you been out of World of Warcraft? He's like, well, I've been on console or whatever. I'm like, get back to WoW. Anyway, because he got into Season of Discovery. But I think that actually helped me realize that don't be afraid to talk to your managers, if they're worth any salt, I guess. I think that's the terminology for it. Because there's, even at my job now, I went one job full time. They have a retaliation thing. I told my coworker, I was like, what are you afraid of? You have legal behind you. You have, they retaliate against you, they're out. Don't worry about it. Use your voice. You're okay.
Yeah, people don't always understand how strong their one voice is, and that's what a lot of people are afraid of. Is they think their voice will just get overshot, and that's how a lot of good things that could have happened just don't.
Well, they were calling me weird, because I was talking to managers and stuff like that, and like, why are you talking to managers? That's weird. What business do you have with? I'm like, because I'm curious, I'm also trying to make things better. And I'm like, it's not weird if I'm bringing up safety concerns. It's not weird if I want more inclusion, especially with the deaf community. You know, I want them to have words too.
Though it's not that it's weird; it's uncommon. That's what they're trying to get at, because normally people just don't want to talk. They don't want to go against the grain. They don't want to be seen. They want to just be a cog on the wheel. And we all know that is not a crit description. That's not going to ever happen. Like, you're going to be like, hey, why does this do this? Why does that do that? Hey, what that could actually hurt somebody. Like, what the fuck? Like, that's you. And that's always been you since I've known you since day one. And
I mean, I still have to approach my maintenance people over at my job because apparently I can get into their robotics university.
Ooh. Robo U, nice.
I
also, you
shouldn't. I
see a
don't
bunch of
know
little
if I
robo
should be
crits
able
walking
to
around.
have that, but if they allow me access, I'll freaking study that as much as I can.
Serafina, welcome. Good to see you again. If you're up for it, I think after the podcast we're going to be doing some Helldivers in Discord. Probably won't stream it tonight. We'll save that for the ordinary nights. Go have some fun and blow up some bugs.
Don't forget worms. I like worms.
Oh, we got worms too, yeah.
Yes, we all have worms.
Oh, did
Not
you get
like that.
But yeah, no, I totally get the whole conversation of like management and whatnot. Right now, as it stands, in my current position, the stupid stuff comes down, and they get the classic Lumi eyebrow, going, "Okay, this is what's going to go wrong. This is what we're going to have to deal with. I'm not okay with this. I'll do it anyway because I'm paid to. This is a bad decision. You should probably talk to managers." Like, that's effectively what it comes down to.
Well, the thing is, if I want to do anything moving forward in my company, you know, transferring or getting promotions and stuff like that, I want to stand out. I want to show that I'm passionate. I want to show people that I'm customer obsessed. Because as much as I didn't like working grocery, you know, I like helping people. I like making sure people get what they need. Like when I was working at the auto parts store, I would not stop. Like I have no knowledge whatsoever really about cars. But I was going through everything that I could to find people. Like even this guy, he came in, he didn't want to pay like a certain amount for like $40 or so for like a Harley Davidson light bulb or something for his bike. That's not even a car part, that's like a bike. A new Harley Davidson.
Oh,
Give me 1
damn.
second.
How come I didn't get a notification that I got a sub? That kind of upsets me just a little bit.
But
I remember all your awesome stories about you going out of your way to help, even down to the detail of a freaking windshield wiper. Like that's like
yeah.
that's amazing.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, he didn't have to pay $40 for that headlight. I got him a light bulb for his bike for like $2. I was like, "You're good. You don't have to pay $40. I got it right here. And if you actually need to know what your headlight is, here it is. So you can order it or do whatever you want, but you don't have to worry about that if you're worried about pricing." And then even with the wiper blades, like a lot of people don't know if they have a advanced auto near them, depending on what kind of vehicle they have, they can do the advanced care plan. So you can pay one time the full price for the wiper blades, but then if you protect it for like a year, like especially in Florida, because you know the sun is gonna like defect it anyway, dry rot, whatever, it still counts. You can like for me, every 6 months I can actually replace my wiper blades and still protect them on top of that, protect them again for $2.09 per blade. And I just keep promoting that. I'm like, do it until the promotion runs out. Think of how much you can save. I figure if they save, like, my rationale is if they can save on windshield wipers, they can put the money that they're saving into something better or other upkeep on their vehicle that keeps them on the road. I just want them, so. Sorry, nerding out for a second.
That's fine.
That's awesome. We love it. We stand nerding out in this podcast.
Before we go any further, So I'm going to be running a ad here pretty quick that keeps our podcast pre-roll free. So that's pretty awesome. 10% of all revenue generated from bits, ads, and everything else goes straight to the Trevor Project. And I've already done paying. You'll hear it again later once the podcast starts. But hey, thanks for hanging out. If you're subscribed, enjoy the conversation. If you're not subscribed, thank you for your support. And we'll be back. Off it goes. All right, continue.
On the nerdier side of things, like Crit, have you seen the news about all the music for Hazbin Hotel?
No, I have not. I've been hearing like, oh, the voice for Alistair being like, oh, I already have my new favorite. I'm like, what?
Yeah, already talking about season 2. Like, can we finish processing season 1 before you start teasing that, please?
Frothing at the mouth, like, whatever.
Yeah. Like, I think, I forgot which song it was, but it was, like, on the top of the charts, the top 100 for, like, 3 weeks in a row. I was like, Hazbin Hotel is topping the charts in the music land. I think Loser Baby is number 14, holding strong on, like, its 8th week in a row. It's insane. Little flash animation, a little hand-drawn pilot animation a couple years ago, turning into a quick cult classic. And I love it. I'm living for it.
Did you see the anime awards? I think I was at work when they were doing it, but apparently Megan Thee Stallion came out dressed as a JoJo character.
No way! No, I didn't see that. That's awesome.
Yeah, fucking amazing. I didn't dive that deeply into JoJo yet, but I need to continue on. I guess if she's cosplaying it, I'm like, oh, queen.
JoJo is interesting to get into. I think I'm on season 2, episode something. I don't even know at this particular point, but it got to the point of ridiculous. But there's some real classic things in there, like "Oh my God" and "Holy shit." Well, you got that in the soundboard.
Yeah, the holy.
Yeah. I think I got up to like the blood mask thing or something. I don't know. It's been a while since I watched it.
Here it is. Like, it's classic.
I think I got to season 4, and season 3 I think is like towards the end with Dio, and season 4 picks up with another storyline. The art style changes completely, and it threw me for a loop. I thought I was on an acid trip, more so than normal with the JoJo show, and I don't know how to feel about it. But the story's starting to grow on me. I need to go back and finish it up and get to the next part, but. Yeah, it's a great show. It really is. I would love to know what kind of stand I would have.
I've been geeking out on Freerin and Solo Leveling and Shangri-La Frontier and
Shangri-La. I keep talking about it with you. I just forget to sit down and watch it.
The Wrong Way to Use Healing Magic has just been really awesome. What's the other one that I've been watching? Because I have like this cycle that I just go through, and it comes on like, ooh, we're doing this today. But yeah, there's a lot of good stuff out there. But JoJo, I do need to get back into that, but I had to deal with the ridiculousness.
Oh yeah, once you get past the initial weirdness, it's a good show. Good show. And yeah, Solo Leveling is such a good show. Oh God, I love it.
Have you seen Solo Leveling yet, Crit?
Give me 1 second.
Oh, sure.
I'm playing a little bit of Pokemon Infinite Fusion.
Go for it. We got about 2 minutes.
It's fun. I'm making all the Pokemon go wee.
Yeah.
So I was telling Lindsay Blowham there's an anime called Yes. The synopsis of the show is this guy takes a job of a hunter, and they literally go into dungeons in the real world, and he enters into one, and some stuff happens, and he gets a chance to actually unlock an actual game within his real life to If that makes the best amount of sense, it's great. It's amazing. Like if I could figure out how to turn that on in my real life, I would.
Yeah, but mind you, he like almost died doing it. Like he was like by the time he passed out, he was a quadriplegic before he unlocked the cheat system. So
Details.
yeah.
It's a means to an end.
No, I've been I did watch that show. I haven't caught up to the most latest episode, but it's a legit show.
Well, it goes hard, and it goes hard fast. It's brutal.
I think fans were upset about the last episode because the main voice actor for the character had to take a break that week because he had caught COVID.
Mm-hmm.
So that episode was more of a filler this week, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it was a recap episode, and that's fine. I mean, that's what happens, right? I mean, people get sick, and that's all you can do. And
That's it.
in animation and anime, because of such a demand, like the demand gets passed down to the people that work on it. There's not really much we can do about it other than, hey, get well soon, right? So.
Yeah, he'll be back next week. It's fine. Calm down, people. It's a great show.
Yeah. Okay. All right, that part's done.